Officers, what's the most heartbreaking thing a criminal has ever said to you? One day, I received a call from a store clerk reporting that he had just been robbed at gunpoint. I rushed to the store, and upon reviewing the security footage, I witnessed something truly bizarre. The robber had pointed a firearm at the clerk, but when the clerk handed over a large wad of cash, the robber refused to take it all. He only took a single $50 bill, and oddly enough, instead of fleeing the scene, he walked to the back of the store. There, he picked up a few loaves of bread, some butter, milk, a couple of pairs of socks, and a few cans of tinned meat. He returned to the register, paid the clerk with the $50 bill, and even handed him the change to keep. His face was clearly visible in the footage. Although the financial damages weren't substantial, he had still robbed someone at gunpoint, which meant I had to track him down. That evening, I found him just as he was entering a rundown apartment building. As part of my job, I placed him in the back of my car and started driving to the police station. Trying to lighten the mood, I jokingly said, "I've never seen someone rob a place quite like you did." But instead of laughing, he stared at me, and his response threw me off balance. "You think what I did was funny?" he asked, his voice cold. "You think I want to go around terrorizing people? You think I enjoyed scaring that guy in there?" His tone shifted, and I could sense the anger in his words. "You want to know why I did it? I got kids. Man, 3 of them. They're at home alone right now because their mom would rather be out drinking than taking care of them. My youngest daughter doesn't even have socks. None of them had bread to eat. But today, for the first time, they had bread with butter. Bread with butter. Man." By this point, he was almost in tears. "You know how much of a failure I must be for my kids to have never had bread with butter before." He paused, wiping his eyes, before continuing. "And they still hugged me, still called me the best dad ever. Don't joke about what I did for them." His words hit me hard. Instead of continuing to the station, I made a U-turn and headed back to his apartment. When we arrived, I uncuffed him and told him he was free to go. I asked him not to rob anyone again and gave him the $20 I had in my wallet. He hugged me tightly and cried. I never saw him again, but I hope that he found a better path for the sake of his kids.